Stevo, you've got a couple of guys in the gun for their behaviour.
Yeah, what did you think of Patrick Voss? Now, I looked at it, and Harry Petty obviously has got a history at Melbourne of a few tears and whatever, which was fair enough as an emotion in a guy. What Voss did was disgraceful, to be honest. I thought he came across as a tool, a fool, and he's probably a footy flog in this regard. I think a footy flog. Really, he would look back on that and wouldn't feel too good about himself. Now, anybody who thinks that that's good for footy and part of the footy colour has lost their way.
I think there'll be some conversations had this week with Patrick from the coaching staff or the leadership group or the footy boss. If they haven't already happened, they'll be happening today. He knows now, I would think. Adrenaline's a funny thing. Now, we've all done stupid things on adrenaline on a footy field. I certainly have. I did some stupid things.
You climbed a post.
Well, yeah, I did that.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll do that one day. But we've all done stupid things on adrenaline. I think he'll look back on that, and even possibly the immediate aftermath of that, he would have gone, oh, maybe he shouldn't have done that. What I love about Patrick Voss is his personality, is his flair, is his charisma on the field. The kids call it Riz these days. His charisma on the field. It's a good thing for the game. Energy and that sort of personality in the game is good. We're in the entertainment business. So we saw at the end of the game where he did the lift of Ed Langdon as he tackled him and threw him over his head and thought he was going to suplex him WWE style. That was good. That's great theatre. Fans got engaged. Both players had a good laugh. The game was won. So that was a good piece of pantomime in the game. But what we don't want is the tool factor, which is what you talk about at quarter time. So the patting of the hair, the crybaby eyes. He doesn't need to do that. The prancing pony doesn't need to do that. Maybe just a little gelding operation for the prancing pony.
Yeah, he does need to be,
maybe just down a bit of gelding.
Yeah, I think
just
so.
Just pulling back a little bit.
In racing terms, but touching the bald spot. Nobody tried that in your day? With you?
I didn't have a bald spot back in the old days.
Yours went quickly.
Yeah, it
went post-career, didn't it?
Went very quickly.
But at least you didn't have to put up with taunting while you're out there. And I've just felt sorry for Harrison Petty. He doesn't need this focus. He's being shown on all the highlights now. Leave him alone. That's real footy flog areas. So
it's not his problem. It's Patrick Voss.
No, I know, but he's got to live with it again now. Petty keeps raised up when people talk about all this taunting. It's now happened 3 times to the same bloke.
So he's been fined, Patrick Voss, for that. He's got
$1,500 down to $1,000, which I don't think's enough.
Are you happy with that, or would you prefer a free kick on the spot?
It should be a free kick as well.
No, that's too far.
Right. You happy with the 1,000?
I'm happy with the 1,000. He won't do it again, as I said. He will look back pretty poorly at that, and he won't be proud of himself, I wouldn't think.
Now, what about Ben Keys on Friday night, over near the boundary on the wing?
Yes.
Adelaide Oval. I didn't like this one either. I mean...
So explain the scenario.
So the ball goes out of bounds. A Crow fan, typical-looking Crows fan, who was pretty worried about the situation, didn't have a lot going on upstairs. So he got the ball, the Crows fan, over the fence. And Ben Keys is sort of saying, hold it, mate. Don't give it back. Don't give it back. And the Crows fans are going like this, not giving it back to the Bulldog guy who was Butterick, which held up the play, allowed Adelaide to get numbers back. Stupid stuff from Ben Keys. And the AFL wouldn't be happy with this either, half. I know that you could say that it's trying to be clever and whatever, but the AFL doesn't want that.
Why? It's brilliant.
What do you think Andrew Dillon's sitting back saying, tick, that's great? No, it's not good.
It's fantastic gamesmanship from Ben Keys.
It won't happen
great
again.
Awareness of the situation.
Right.
Like, why does the fan have to give it back straight away?
Well, do we want a situation where the fan never gives the ball back?
No,
and we have to wait you have to wait for security to wrest it away from that moron.
I don't think security is going to be required, but just a couple of seconds, just to delay just a little bit so his teammates can get back in the hole. The ball's gone out of bounds, so it's stopped play. So there's no time on the clock affected. It's just that dead time that the players can get involved. I thought it was great awareness from Ben Keys. No,
so that's going to happen every time now. And every time the ball goes into a supporter's hands, that people saying, stop, don't throw it back. We don't need that half. No, it's a bad precedent.
Well, if it gets to a point where they're just holding on for 30 seconds and a minute at a time, we might have to do something about that, Stevo. But I thought from a game awareness situation, in a tight game, it was all on the line at that phase of the game. Terrific from Ben Keys to understand that just give us 3 seconds so we can get our numbers back and clog up the space. I thought it was clever. They might try and crack down on it.
Yeah, I think there'll be a let it go. I think the AFL will just send a little note to Adelaide Crows and just say, remind your player, probably not a good look. I know we're cracking down on characters here, but not a good look half.
No, we're not cracking down on characters. We love characters.